So the Utes get the win in Seattle. Dave Fox was there to witness it. He joins us with post-game interviews after talking to the Utes. And we should warn you, Dave's wearing a hat that he stole from Reese Stein during a Buffalo roundup on Antelope Island in 1988.
Yeah.
That hat is not only sweat-stained, but that hat is older.
No.
That hat is older than any current Ute player. Dave?
That's very, very true. But I'm happy to say there are no sweat stains on it, especially none from past reporters at KUTV. But anyway, David, this was amazing. You watched it. The first 10 minutes of this game, you would have thought the Utes were in absolute peril. They looked awful. They couldn't do a thing. Coach Whittingham called this a gut check win. And you could just see on the emotion of the players as it went later and later into the fourth quarter. They got that last touchdown. Things started to look good. And then when the game ended, the excitement was unbelievable. This is one of the great things about the University of Utah. They still allow us to get a few interviews on the field with some of the players. And as you know, that's where all the emotion is. And take a look for yourself. And we begin, as a matter of fact, with the Nakua, the Samson and Puka Nakua brothers when they met at midfield after the Utes win.
What does this mean to you? Beat Washington finally, but your brother's on the other team.
That's what I'm saying. It means a lot. It was a great team win today. We all did it. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, this is a real superstar right here. But we took the dub today.
How about that big catch he had?
Not too bad. It was a good I was trying to mimic him. Hey, ugly boy.
Not too bad.
You're cool.
Hey, well, how about that big catch Samson had towards the end of the game there?
He's a great receiver, and he made a great play just now.
What does this mean for you guys?
We had some big things. We just got to keep working.
Tell me about that pick six. Huh?
Hey, it was just, I seen the tendency, and I went for it. I mean, God put me in a position. I made the play.
What does this mean for you guys today?
It's a big win. We haven't beat these guys in a while. I mean, they took us out in the Pac-12 championship, so, I mean, it's just good to have this feeling back.
How big was that?
Oh, my gosh, it's amazing. We're thrilled right now. You know, everyone came together the second half. You know, we're just excited for the W.
You told us during the week they need to watch out for that pass rush, that defense.
I'm telling you, the guys up front did a great job sustaining the line of scrimmage, all night. We just had to do our jobs to make the plays, and then, we came through.
All right, Dave, there are the Ute players on the field with you. And, there's a lot of joy, there's a lot of excitement, especially because you get them right as the game ends, and there's all this adrenaline. But there's still a month of football to go. There's still a lot of games to be played, and I'm curious, after the cooling off period, what was Kyle Whittingham's mood? Because you can't deny it. This was an enormous win, and coming from a double-digit deficit on the road to beat a team that's beaten him 4 times in a row, it was huge. And yet, Kyle's going to be the first one to say there's more football to play.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You and I have covered him for a long time, David, and it's one of those emotions that you can't figure out. You don't know if they just won or lost just by looking at the expression on his face. But he did come right out, and he said he had no problems basically laying out the fact that this was a gut check win, saying that he was very proud of his guys. Here's Coach Witt in the postgame.
The thing was just a gut check. It was a gut check for our guys. They hung in there, never quit, kept fighting, and found a way to win, and couldn't be more proud of a group of players.
We talked a lot about Tyler Huntley this year, but in that fourth quarter, I mean, he took it to another level. What do you say about that?
Just, he means so much to this football team. He's one of the elite quarterbacks in the country. I'll stand by that. Had some great catches. Solomon Enos had that great catch. Samson. So there was guys making plays for him, but he put some balls in some spots that were incredible. And proud of Tyler. And he's still not 100%, as you could obviously see.
It's hard to pick one play, but would you say Jalen's pick six kind of turned the tide for your team?
I'd say that may be the play of the game. Yeah, that might have been the play of the game.
What kind of happened there that allowed him to?
Well, the ball kind of hung up. As I remember, the quarterback was a little bit under duress. I believe I was more looking at the routes downfield, but ball hung up, and he got a good break on it, and I think he stepped through a tackle that a guy had a chance to get him. Maybe right early in the return, but he's fast. I mean, no one's going to catch him from behind. This is a tough, hard, and we've had tough groups come through before. That's not to be disparaging against any other groups that have come through here, but these guys, there's something special in the chemistry, in the culture, and this team they're enjoying what they're doing. They're having fun. They're enjoying what they're doing. They enjoy hanging around each other, spending time together, and it's just a good feel. It's up there for me. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at them, but it's up there. It was very, very satisfying, especially in the circumstances. Coming up to their place, they're coming off a bye, and what are they, 900-0 after a bye? Coach Peterson, so now they're 901, I guess, after that. But just to battle and battle and battle and never relent and never give in, and just find a way. It was great.
All right, there is Kyle Whittingham. Now, Dave, watching this game on TV in Utah, I wanted to hear the post-game comments from the players and coaches, but I also wanted to hear from you kind of the atmosphere in the stadium. Didn't look like it was a sellout. Did look like the Washington fans who were there were crazy, but it looked like there was quite a bit of red there. It looked like a lot of people traveled to this game. Did you interact much with the Ute fans?
Yeah, I saw quite a few Ute fans, and they're getting wise to this now at every stadium. You know this. Remember in the old days when the Lakers would come and play the Jazz, and they had a massive section of just Laker fans? Well, now organizations are better about that, and they spread it all out a little bit. There was a pocket here and a pocket there and a pocket up there. It was not a sellout here, not even close. We were commenting that they're not as nearly as loud as they are at Rice-Eccles Stadium. The student section is nothing at all like the Muss, and they left pretty quick once that last Utah touchdown was scored. So it was definitely an atmosphere. This is the first time I've actually been to this stadium for a University of Utah game, and honestly, I was a little bit surprised. I think everybody was ready to get on and do whatever else they want to do here in Seattle at night.
Isaac Asiata, former Ute player, was on Twitter saying this is the best Utah football team ever, and he was on some pretty good ones, so he gets to weigh in on that. You talked to another alumni now before the game was over, but nonetheless, you ran into some Ute alumni at this game.
I ran into a couple of them, and before I get to that really quick, just to echo what he said, think about this. The Utes had only beaten Washington once, and now it's twice. It's on national TV, so I agree with Asiata's assessment. There's little doubt that this team is definitely special. Now, you were talking about former Utes. This is great because tomorrow the Seattle Seahawks play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, of course, for Seattle, you have Cody Barton. You have Marquise Blair. You also have Bobby Wagner, by the way, for you Aggie fans. I haven't forgotten about that. And for the Buccaneers, you have kicker Matt Gay. I had a chance to visit with both Cody and Matt. Matt is a delightful guy to talk to. We didn't talk to him a whole lot during his college career because kickers don't get interviewed that often, but had a chance to spend some time with here. I want to play a little portion of that right now because he is still very much fired up about not only what he's doing in the NFL, but this University of Utah team.
They're killing it right now. They're doing really good. Number 9 in the nation. I mean, they're just going to keep going up. They're going to win this game today. And don't expect that they start creeping up towards that playoff race again. So, I mean, a lot of teams are losing this year, so a one-loss team can sneak in. And so, I mean, this U team's been impressive all year. I knew they had it in them. So, I mean, I wish I could be back here with them, you know, experiencing this. But, I mean, they've got great specialists, Ben Lennon and Jaden Redding coming in to fill in. So, I mean, they've done a great job this year. And so they'll be fine.
Just a delight to talk with Matt Gay. I'll run more of that interview with Matt coming up this week on Talking Sports. And tomorrow night, David, we'll hear from Cody Barton, including the now famous football that he threw that hit Coach Pete Carroll right in the face. Probably a moment in his career he'll never live down. You'll have that tomorrow night on Talking Sports, David.
All right, we'll look forward to that. And Dave, safe travels home. Dave Fox reporting.